welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new here, welcome back. I'm a remote nurse. I've worked remotely for over 9 years, and the goal of my channel is to help nurses pivot from the bedside to remote work. Just an FYI of my background, I have 2 years of bedside experience, partially in the LTAC and partially in med-surg. This first company is with Tufts Medicine, and they're hiring a clinical documentation specialist. This is a full-time, 100% remote role, and I always go straight to the qualifications first. I want to make sure I meet the qualifications before applying. But even if you don't meet all the qualifications, I still suggest you to apply anyway. So the minimum qualifications are associate's degree in nursing, an active RN license in Massachusetts or a compact state, 5 years experience in acute care hospital setting. That can be the ICU, ED, critical care, strong med-surg specialty, or case management, utilization review, or denials management in an acute care hospital setting. And the preferred qualifications are a bachelor's degree in nursing. Now the pay for this position is from, at the very bottom, $84,000 to $107,000 per year. The next position is the same company. This is also Tufts Medicine, and this is a manager clinical documentation integrity position. It is full-time. It is 40 hours per week. You work on the weekdays, and the qualifications are RN license, a Bachelor of Science in Nursing, 3 years experience as a clinical documentation specialist, 5 years acute care experience, CCDS or CDIP certification, and the preferred qualifications are a master's degree and 5 years experience as a clinical documentation specialist. And the pay for this position is $122,000 to $155,000. The next company is with Brighton Health Plan, and they are hiring a utilization management nurse. This is remote, full-time, and experienced. This is actually for LPNs. So you must be a current licensed practical nurse with state licensure. You must retain active and unrestricted licensure throughout employment. Proficient in Microsoft Office, that includes Outlook, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And just a FYI, make sure you put your platforms on your resume. You want to promote that you are tech savvy. So of course you'll know Microsoft Office, and as you know Cerner, Meditech, Protouch, etc. Add that to your resume. They also request that you must be able to work independently, must be detail oriented, and have strong organizational and time management skills, adaptive to a high pace and changing environment, flexibility in assignment, proficient in utilization review process, including benefit interpretation, contract language, medical and policy review, proficient in MCG and CMS criteria sets, experience with both inpatient and outpatient reviews, including behavioral health, DME, genetic testing, clinical trials, oncology, and or elective surgical cases preferred, working knowledge of URAC and NCQA, 2+ years experience in a UM team within managed care setting, 3+ years experience in clinical nurse setting preferred. That's just bedside nursing, and TPA experience preferred. This position does not have a salary included. The next position is with TEMA, and they're hiring a clinical quality reviewer. This is remote. This is Arizona contract to hire. It was posted on March 31st. This is USA remote in approved states. And the qualification for this job is an active unrestricted license as an RN or a licensed clinical social worker, a minimum of 3+ years of clinical experience, that's med-surg and our behavioral health. U.S. citizenship is required, ability to obtain and maintain a Department of Defense background clearance, strong analytical and critical thinking skills, excellent written communication skills. The nice to haves includes a bachelor's degree in nursing or a healthcare related field, experience in clinical quality, utilization review or case review, familiarity with federal or government healthcare programs, experience with clinical criteria tools, which includes Interqual or similar. The only two I know of is the Interqual and MCG. Exposure to healthcare data analysts or reporting. Your tech skills should be a proficiency with Microsoft Office, that's Word, Excel, Outlook, comfortable working across multiple systems and electronic medical records. And once again, make sure you put the electronic medical records you are familiar with on your resume. And this position salary range is $85,000 to $92,000 annually, and it's an hourly equivalent of $41 to $44 per hour. The next company is with Comments, and they're looking for a nurse educator review coordinator. This is a full-time position, and the requirements for this position is graduation from an accredited school of nursing and current licensure as an RN, or accredited as a health information management professional, that's RHIA, RHIT, CCS, with requisite coding experience, skills, and knowledge. Individuals with a degree in a healthcare-related field who possess professional clinical backgrounds with Medicare QIO experience, with claim reviews, are in performing medical reviews in support of MAC or RAC appeals, pre- and post-pay claim reviews, and utilization reviews preferred. And this position has a salary of $93,000 per year. And this company is Denver Health, and they are hiring RN transfer center, PRN remote. And for this position, it says PRN and then fully remote and part-time. And their requirements for this person, you must live in Colorado, and you also must have an associate's degree, the completion of a nursing education program that satisfies the licensing requirements of the Colorado State Board of Nursing for RNs required. Your work experience must be 1 to 3 years of trauma and or emergency care experience required, and they request you to have a BLS from the American Heart Association or American Red Cross, and then the RN nurse for the Department of Regulatory Agencies required. Here are the knowledge, skills, and abilities, and the shift says it varies. The work type is PRN and intermittent, and your salary is $37.40 to $62.22 per hour.